Hey girls, hold on. Listen up. It's time for A Girl's Perspective, the podcast where girls speak up. Our organization, Know Better to Do Better, is the movement that empowers girls with personal, social, and leadership skills, equipping us for a brighter future. Girls, get ready to speak up because here's our host, the founder of Know Better to Do Better, Paula Bond.
Hey, welcome. You're going to be so happy that you're with us today. Why? Because we have a very, very special guest in studio. You know, here's what's interesting is that a lot of us grow up thinking, I could be an actress, I could dance, I could sing. These are just fun expressions, and especially as a young girl, it's things that you do because it's just fun. I've got somebody here who's really doing it and really pursuing it. I'm Paula Bond. Our organization is Know Better to Do Better. We are the organization that teaches personal, social, and leadership skills to girls. It's some of the most important things that your daughters or you can learn are good leadership skills, personal skills, and social skills. And if you put them all together in a bundle, they're called life skills. Life skills, along with your academics, my dears, you can't go wrong. So we're so happy that you're here today on A Girl's Perspective. This is the podcast where girls speak up. And following this introduction, you are going to hear from a lady that is ready to speak up and just share some pretty cool information. Joining me in studio and ready to speak up is 12-year-old Harley Huff. Harley is a singer, actress, fashion designer, and athlete. And she's also a part of an all-girl influencer boutique. Can't wait to hear about that. You know what? One thing that I love so much about Harley, she and her team, they stand for no bullying. They're just like, this is ridiculous. That's a waste of our good energy, and we love that about Harley. When we come back, we're going to get right into it with Harley Huff. Hi, it's Paula Bond, founder of Know Better to Do Better and author of the book, Social Media, Say Hello to Social Skills. Parents, do you ever struggle with what's appropriate and safe for your daughter when it comes to social media and the internet? Well, Mom and Dad, we got your back. Social Media, Say Hello to Social Skills is the book every parent should read and share with your tween-aged daughter prior to giving her a device connected to the internet and without parental controls. Parents, it's time you and your 11 to 14-year-old daughter mastered social media through a healthy dose of social skills. Her bright future may depend on it. Order your book today at our website, knowbettertodobetter.org. That's know with a K, knowbettertodobetter.org. Social media, say hello to social skills. Good. Thank you. Yep, I wasn't kidding. You are going to be so happy that you are listening in or watching us for this podcast. A Girl's Perspective is the place where girls speak up, and I have two really wonderful young ladies who are here speaking up. Joining us today on the panel, Kayla Bush. We love Kayla. Kayla's producing shows for us here.
Yes.
And I met Kayla because Kayla is one of those social media experts. She's a whiz in that area, and she's done a lot of great work for us. Kayla, talk to us, too, about
Sure.
what you're doing and what else you are up to.
So when I was working with Miss Paula, how long ago was that? Like 2-3 years ago?
Yes.
Something like that.
Yeah.
I was doing her social media. We ran out a year-long campaign
Sure did.
about social media and social skills. Throughout the whole thing, we're teaching young girls like how to present themselves. We talked about not bullying.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about like if your grandmother was watching, like, is this something that she would approve of? Or if your mother was reading what you were posting, would she approve? So it was really fun. We got a little bit of feedback, mostly from older people, surprisingly, but it's like the kids that we were targeting, and I feel like we were getting the message out that we were supposed to.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And so that, Harley, is where we'll start right here with you. You are a part of a group. You have a social media group. You're doing so many things, and we're going to come to the others in just a moment, but let's start right here because Kayla teed that up perfectly. Social media. What's life like for you on social media?
Well, to be honest with you, my social media is business to me. But of course I like to have fun with it, and I'll like take pictures with my friends because I want people to also get to know me and who I am, and like how I'm a singer and I love to fashion design and all that. But it's strictly business for me. I love it though. It's a good way to connect and meet new people, but you just have to use it very carefully.
There, you said it right there. And when Kayla and I were working together, that was the key. And she knows we would really, really just wring our hands over, do we say this, do we not say that? Because we have to make sure, we want young people to understand, this is really about you and your image and your future. Because the things that you set up right now are going to be shown in your social media in your future. Don't think it's just for today, young people. It is really about your future. So tell us a little bit more about then that group. You said you're a part of a group. Talk to me about that.
So the group is called the Life of Riley Brand Boutique, and it's a whole bunch of girls in the industry, whether they're singers, dancers, actresses. We even have like she does martial arts, and she's so cool. But it's just all different girls coming together. We comment on each other's posts like, oh my gosh, you look so pretty. What you're doing is amazing. And we just build each other up, and we stand for no bullying.
There it is right there. You said two things. You said you build each other up, and you stand for no bullying. So that is the criteria in order for people to come in and participate in your group, is about building up and not tearing down.
Exactly.
Love that.
And the leader, Riley, who she models, and she's amazing. And this whole idea, I just got into it about 2 years ago. It's amazing. And we model. She has little parties for us just to get together and get to know each other. And we can model, and then the performers sing. And it's just a great time together, and I'm so happy to be a part of it.
Now, is this something that you can share with everybody? Can you give us your Instagram side, or where we can find you, where we can follow, where we can see all the great things going on with you and the group?
You can follow me at Harley Dior01. That's HarleyDior01. And you can go to my page, and you can also follow the Life of Riley Brand Boutique, and you can use, when you're buying their clothes, you can use my code Harley to get a discount for that.
Oh, we like discounts, Harley. Thank you. Thank you for mentioning that. Harley, I tell you, you're one of the busiest young people I've seen. You are not just designing and have a full life there on social media, because that takes time and work. That's why I hired Kayla. I mean, if you're a busy person, you really need someone who is an expert in that area. So there's a film called South Central Love.
Yes.
Wow. Powerful, impactful. Tell us what you can tell us about the film without spoiling it for anybody, because we are urging everybody to check out South Central Love. Tell us about it.
So I'll tell you about my character, Tiana. She's the younger sister of the main character, and she's just so well-spoken, educated, and she just wants to make a huge change in her community. And she's trying to get every opportunity to do so, and she has her family right there by her.
Yeah.
You know, I read, Harley, when I was reading about you, just some background information, when you auditioned for this role, there wasn't really this role. It didn't exist. Tell me that story.
So I went into the audition, and it was supposed to be for all grown-ups. And she let me audition, and I'm going to say it, like, I did a really good job. I sent in a monologue, and it was just amazing. And she was like, I'm going to write you in. Wow. And the she I'm talking about is Christina Cooper.
Thank you. The amazing.
Our director, yes.
Yes, Christina
Amazing.
Cooper. Absolutely.
Yeah.
We got to get her here on a girl's perspective. We
She's
really
incredible.
want to hear her
Getting her.
voice. Yes,
Yeah.
we need her here,
Yes.
and we want her to speak up. So she sees you and goes back to the drawing board, writes this character for you. We can't wait to see you in it. I don't really want to say too much about the film, except that it's in theaters. You'll be able to check it out like right now. And if you're listening to this podcast even a little bit later, you can check it out. Maybe it's on Netflix or it's somewhere. But South Central Love, right?
Yes.
You are always going to be able to find that film. Can't wait to see you in it. What was that like for you?
Oh, the experience was incredible because first I met Christina and sweet, very kind. She told me the directions. I did it, and I met some new friends. And I also have a friend, Natalia. She's in the movie with me. She plays my best friend. And we just had a great time. And this experience in general, I got to meet Kayla.
You met Kayla there.
Yes.
Did it take you to a different place as an actor? Did it take you beyond what you had done before?
Yeah, because my role, I'm not going to say too much about it, but it involved me going to a different place.
Going to a different place, exactly. I mean, Kayla shared some of that with me, and my jaw dropped. I'm like, what?
Me watching it, I was just like, oh my God.
Kayla, what role were you there on the film?
I was the production assistant. Yeah, so I'm there every day, all day.
You're supporting the director.
Right,
You're
everybody, whoever needs assistance, I'm there, So meeting Harley, watching her first, because, I get to see everything first. And watching her go through the scene, I was incredibly emotional. I was just like, oh my God. So it's like, you have to go see the film.
Yes.
You have to.
Absolutely.
It's amazing.
Harley, this is number one in terms of big feature film that's on the big screen.
Yeah.
What's your desires for your future? What do you want?
As far as social media, I'm just there to build a brand and let other girls know, that this is possible. Yeah, you can do this. And it's not something that's unachievable. And I want to get to a place where not only am I a role model, but I'm like, oh, she did this. Why can't I? I want to build everybody up so we can all be at the top together. And that's just what I'm about. And in my career, I want to be an actress.
Life brings its challenges, and it's not always just sweet and easy and all that sort of thing. How do you manage the challenges? Because if I turned around and talked to your mom, we would understand that there are challenges here. You're not doing this by yourself. You got support. You got love. You have to have a team to really help you do this. How does Harley Huff manage the challenges that come along? Tell me what a couple of challenges may be and how you manage those things.
So how I manage some of these things is family. Family. My mom does everything in her power to get me where I'm supposed to be, auditions on time, set on time, and I'm so thankful for that because without her, I'm not sure if I could be an actress. So going into this, you have to have a support system. And some of the challenges, maybe you have a double booking. So like you may need to be at two places at once. My mom's there behind the scenes to make sure everything goes smoothly. And even family, maybe family issues like people passing away, it's hard to keep going, to be so you just have to give yourself a minute, maybe to just, come back and just talk it out with somebody. That's what my mom does to me. My grandma is always there, and my dad, and I just have a great family and support system. And even if you maybe don't have that, talk to friends, There's always going to be somewhere.
Friends that you can trust, friends that are good for you, not just anybody, but a good, smart friend that can really help you through. That's a recurring theme that we've been hearing, Kayla, on the programs is about communication. We've been hearing about communication, how parents have to communicate with their children and children back to their parents, especially these days. It would be nice if a 12-year-old could just be as innocent as things were when I was a little girl, but that's not the world we live in. But you can still have a delightful, young, fresh, healthy, whole life. But it is going to take that love of parents, sisters, brothers, and good friends to help make that happen.
Exactly.
We're going to wind up here in just a moment. How do you manage school and work?
Okay, so I go to a private school, and you have to communicate with your teachers.
Okay.
And at my school, it's pretty easy. You know, I email my teachers, tell them what I have going on, and if I know in advance that I have to be on set, then I'll, you know, get my work early and then finish it and turn it in so I'm not bombarded with all this work. But I keep straight A's, and
Oh, congratulations.
thank you. But it's not too hard if you focus and don't
Okay.
procrastinate, because that's not good.
That's it. You said it.
Yeah.
You said it.
And it's just, you know, having that support system to always be there, and, you know, okay, so Harley, did you do your work? Yes, Mom, I did it. And, you know, always, it's sometimes I'm sure teenagers are like, oh, she's just nagging on me. She's just trying to be there to help you and make sure you succeed in life.
At 12 years old, I'm happy to hear you say that. At 15 and 16, Mom, I want her to hear her keep saying that same thing, okay?
Please.
It is so good to have you here. Thank you, Kayla. I'm glad you had your
Thank
experience
you.
there with her on South Central Love. One more time, if you have social media, how can people follow you, catch up with you, and find out all the great things that Harley is doing? Tell us one more time.
You can follow me on Instagram at HarleyDior01. That's HarleyDior01.
Everyone, please pray to the Lord, because he is listening. If you want to reach out and hear more about, or tell us more really about how you're thinking, if you want to get into this industry, what your experience has been like. I can't put you in the industry, but just share with us what your experience has been like. Then you can reach us there at, our hashtag always is We Know We Do. You can reach us on Instagram at We Know We Do. That's Know with a K. And Facebook, certainly for the parents, Facebook, social media, I always do that. It's Know Better to Do Better. Thank you so much for being
Thank
here.
you so much for having
All
me.
the best with this film and so many more great things to come.
Yes.
And everybody remember, when you know
know
better,
better, you have every opportunity to do better.
see you next time.